Oh, the mighty Pekka. What a pain in the neck she is, right? Swinging that sword and bringing down buildings like butter. It's so difficult to stop. So sometimes you need to figure it out how to stop a tank unit like this one. As we know, the Pekka is gonna target buildings or units. So that is the advantage. You need to take advantage of that, alright? So in this episode, I'm gonna show you how to dance with Miss Pekka. In the past, I showed you that the golem can be easily distracted with the towers or the tombstone or any defensive towers, either the elixir collector. The Pekka can be distracted with buildings, but it's really effective to use units, right? Actually, you can use some cheap units to distract the Pekka and make her go back towards her base instead of attacking your towers. It's a strategy that you need to practice a little bit, but at the end, anybody can dance with Miss Pekka. Let's go to the Royal Arena for this battle. I'll go with Britney Spears, Giant, Valkyrie, Goblins, my opponent Musketeer, Freeze, Elixir Collector, and Wizard. We're gonna start this battle with a classic Britney Spears Rush. Why? Because it only costs 2 elixir, and if you deploy this fast, your opponent can probably receive up to 200 hit points damage in one of the towers. Super cheap damage and super effective. We're gonna talk about Britney Spears tactics in the future, because right now we're talking about Miss Pekka, how to dance with Miss Pekka. Okay, here we go. Musketeers coming. And my opponent is ready to deploy Miss Pekka. Let me pause this for a second, because you guys need to understand, there is a reason I put that bombard tower in front, a little bit further in front of the arena towers, okay? The reason is because the Miss Pekka is going to target that building first before going to one of the arena towers. So, but probably you guys know about that. Let's continue the battle, shall we? Yes, Musketeer, Pekka, not an easy combo to stop. Here comes my Ice Wizard. We're gonna try to slow down the Pekka and also Musketeer, but things are getting a little bit crazy because my opponent deployed Freeze. With Freeze, I'm in big trouble. I cannot use any of the units in that area. I cannot use my defensive arena tower, so I'm in big trouble, especially because look at that Pekka. It's almost full health, almost 50% health. So I won't be able to stop it, and probably my tower is gonna go down. That's why I decided to deploy the Goblins in the back. Okay, it's coincidental that you see the Hawk Rider in that position, but the idea of deploying the Goblins in that area, number one, is to take care of the Musketeer, and number two is to make sure that the Pekka is gonna come back and trying to help the Musketeer instead of keep moving forward against the tower. As we see, yep, the Pekka decided to go back, and that's all I need. The rest is the Musketeer, a nice Wizard. Let's deploy the Britney Spears to take care of the Hawk Rider, and we survive without any problem the first attack against the Pekka. Let's go and push with Mr. Giant, Musketeer, Ice Wizard, Britney Spears. That tower is in big trouble, especially if you have the Giant in front. It's so difficult to stop, First tower is down. That combo Giant, Musketeer, Ice Wizard, it's deadly. It is deadly. Alright, so we take care of one of the towers. The game is kind of under control, but things can turn real quick in Clash Royale. So that's why you always need to be prepared. Remember, when things start getting a little bit crazy, I'm gonna pause this for a second, you need to know how to react, okay? You only have a few minutes on the battlefield in Clash Royale. So one little mistake can cost you the whole battle. And I'll tell you this because I just came back from the Clash Royale tournament in Helsinki. I was doing really well at the beginning. I had like a 6 or 7 wins in a row. And then I make a big mistake. Then I decide to change my deck and start making some little changes in the game, something that I'm not used to do, and that completely changed and completely destroyed my chances to pass to the second round. I was really close to pass to the finals. I couldn't make it this time. I'm gonna try to do it next time. I'm not gonna make the same mistake. Well, let's continue. We got Miss Pekka fighting against the Ice Wizard. Okay, that Ice Wizard is gonna go down in 2 seconds. I'm in big trouble, okay? I have a bombard tower, but I don't have anything else to control that Pekka. That Pekka is almost full force. So what are we gonna do? Here we go! Let's dance with Miss Pekka. Okay, there is a reason I deployed the Giant, okay, instead of all the units. The reason is because I know my opponent also has the Hawk Rider. So combo Hawk Rider and Pekka, they will completely destroy one of my towers. There is no chance I can survive that one. So I decided to use the Giant in a defensive mode, right? So I deploy the giant right in the middle of my opponent territory, and look at what the Pekka is gonna do. Look at Miss Pekka! Look at Miss Pekka! She's following the giant. She wants to dance with Mr. Giant, and we're taking advantage of that. That is actually a really interesting move, because I'm sacrificing the giant. I don't care if the giant is gonna do something after that, okay? But remember, we are already winning the battle by 1, okay? So we don't need to take those chances. My opponent is the one who need to take chances on the battlefield, not me. Why? Look at this, what I did. I also deployed some Britney Spears in the middle. I know those Britney Spears are gonna go down, but one more time, I'm going to slow down the advance of the Pekka. All right, Pekka, one more time, entertain with goblins. Things are getting a little bit crazy. Look at this! 2 Pekkas coming from the left side. There is no way that I can survive. 2 Pekkas and a wizard pushing towards my base. What are we gonna do again? What about we dance with Miss Pekka? Look at this. Both Pekkas are going down. I'm trying to gain time. It's only 32 seconds to go. I don't really need to do much. I just need to survive. That's why you need to learn how to distract these units. This technique also works against the Prince, against the Dark Prince, but those units are too fast. It works very well against the Pekka. So you have to learn how to dance with Miss Pekka in order to survive these attacks. Otherwise, you probably right now you will be seeing a replay of me failing a battle. But instead, you see, my opponent recognized that the technique that I used in order to entertain the Pekka was the best. It was clutch, and that was the reason we survived this battle. Fellas, this is TheGameHuntah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share my videos, and I will see you in the next episode of Clash Royale. Take care, everybody.